going on, guys? So Marty back at it again with the weekly Rust skins videos. So we actually have a nice looking set of skins for this week. So we'll start off with the clothing. We have nothing in clothing. We'll go to armor, and we have Phases Uproar set now, I guess. So the LR has already been accepted, and that one has gone up in price. I'll just check how much it's gone up by. So it went from 292 up to 684 today. So that is a good little price increase on that one. The Uproar face mask and LR and chest plate, they all look sick. I actually really love this set. I'm so glad that it got accepted. I also think that the chest is pretty cool. I love that it has like the rib cage in the middle of it. I'm not a massive fan of the brown part, if I'm to be completely honest. I think it'll make it harder to actually match with other sets, but I also think that it'll look good with the skeleton hoodie, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. I'll put a picture of it on the screen right now. Overall, for investments for this week, the Uproar chest plate and the Uproar face mask should be quite safe to invest in, just because they're only $1.70, which is the standard store price at the moment for the metal gear. And I do think that because we already have the LR out on the market, and now this is actually becoming a set instead of just one item, I do think that that will create a little bit more hype for this set. And also it could end up being like a Playmaker type deal where the Playmaker Metal Gear came out first, and then after that Road Sign came out, or however it went, and then Clothes or whatever, and then that massively increased the price of the Playmaker Metal Gear. So there's definitely very high potential for the Uproar set now to actually increase in price, especially if the set gets continued. Then the Metal Gear will stomp to the absolute max. So I do recommend investing in this Uproar set for this week, and I do think that it will be a safe investment. Okay, moving over to the canned DBS, canned double barrel. So that is going for $3.45, which is the new standard store price for weapons, tools, so stuff like that. So overall, pretty nice looking double barrel shotgun. Pretty simple in design, if I'm to be completely honest, but I do still like it. It's got some butane filled barrels apparently, so I think they've actually done quite a good job for how basic it actually is in design. Overall, $3.45. I do think either way, even with that price, I still think it's going to be a safe investment, just because I'm pretty sure only like 2 double barrels are actually below that price on the community market. So double barrels are usually quite safe investments, and I do think overall it's a nice looking skin that people would happily buy for over $3.45. So I do think that this one will make you some profit if you do buy it, but it just might become a little bit more of a medium to long-term investment rather than short-term, as most double barrel shotguns do. Overall for this week, guys, I do think it's actually going to be quite safe to invest in most skins. So moving on to the one-shot crossbow, we've already had the one-shot bow, and I think that came out last week. If not, it was the week before. And that one only has 32 on the community market at the moment, and it's going for $4.72. I do think that it will get undercut over the next couple of days, but it will also get bought up over the next couple of days. So the price hasn't spiked or anything like that, like the Uproar LR has, but the Uproar LR is an older skin, so more people would have wanted to buy that straight away, whereas a lot of people that would want the one-shot bow would already have it. With the one-shot crossy though, that will increase the amount of people that will want to buy the one-shot bow, and so the price for it will eventually increase in price. The one-shot crossy, I think, is going to make you easy money as well. The only thing is, crossbows, there is actually quite a few that are below $3.45, so this one is definitely a little bit more risky than the previous skins that I've currently talked about. But I do still think that overall it's a really nice looking skin. It's got that Suicide Squad kind of vibe to it, real punkish theme. I love the colors and everything like that. And I do think that it's a well-made skin. So I also think the demand for it will be there and the price of it will increase. I'll just check where it's at on the Rust Item store. It's currently 4th on the list. So that's a good spot for it to be in my opinion. I do think that it being in that spot and it staying in that spot can make you stonks. I would probably avoid it if it ended up becoming number 1. I really don't think it will, to be honest, but just in case, just keep an eye out throughout the week if you don't buy it day 1. But I do think that the one-shot crossy will eventually make you money as well. I also don't think it's going to be a short-term thing. It might be a medium term, so it might be a month, it might be 2 months, But what I would recommend doing is keeping it as a long-term item and selling it at Christmas time. That is when you should make your highest profit margin. Alright guys, moving over to the Pixel sword. We've got the Minecraft diamond sword. This sword is great. I'm so surprised that they actually added it to the game. But Helk commended for actually adding this to the game. $4.25 is the only problem. This is above standard store price. And I do think for that reason, this will now be a risky investment. So there's only 3 pages of sword skins on the community market. And the problem with this as an investment is over half of them are actually below this Rust item store's price of $4.25. Now, this is a great meme. It's definitely a unique sword skin. I do think that it can definitely go above this price, but at the moment, it's the 4th on the list. If it gets any higher, then there's going to be quite a high quantity for them. And just because salvage swords aren't really used that much in-game, I do think that the price of this and the demand isn't really going to be that high, and because of that, that will make the Pixel sword take a longer time to actually rise in price. I do think overall it will go above that $4.25 mark, but even if it went to $5 and you sold it at $5, you still aren't really going to be making that much money because Steam tax. So you're basically going to be breaking even. So it has to go over $5 for it to be a worthwhile investment. So if you were to buy it, I definitely recommend holding it until it went up in price even more. I don't think that the Pixel set is going to do anything to this skin. It'll go up by itself, but as we did see in the thumbnail of one of these pictures, there is actually a diamond pickaxe as well. It doesn't really look anything like the diamond pickaxe from Minecraft, so the meme just doesn't really translate. And for that reason, I don't think that even if that were to get accepted, which I don't think it will, I don't think that that would do anything to the price of the Pixel sword when it comes to the community market. And so for those reasons, I do think that the Pixel sword isn't going to be a very good thing for you guys to be investing in this week off of the Rust item store. You could buy it on the community market with a buy order and try and buy it for cheaper than $4.25. And then it's going to be a lot easier for you to make profit, especially during Christmas time. If you do buy it on the Rust item store, buy it now, sell it during Christmas when the price is all up. Moving over to the Talon LR. This is Teddy's skin, so congratulations dude for getting this accepted. Pretty nice looking LR skin. I'm not a massive fan of the color orange myself, but overall, I still think that the LR skin itself does look quite nice. It is $3.45, so that is the standard store weapon price at the moment. And overall, I do think LRs are pretty safe investments. There's only 3 pages of LR skins on the community market, and there's only 4 of the skins that are actually below $3.45, and then the 5th one is $3.86. So I do think that the LR can easily make you profit, especially if you hold on to it for a longer period of time. I don't really think it's going to take you that long. It might take a month for it to be above its standard store price, and then you can flip it then. But if you wait longer, obviously the price will increase more. So overall, I also think that the Talon LR is a safe investment for this week, as long as you're happy to hold on to it. Right, moving over to the final skin, if I'm not mistaken, the Venomous Python. This is definitely a simple skin. It would have been pretty easy to make, I think, but it actually does look quite nice. So it's simple but effective. Overall, $3.45. Python skins are a little bit more risky to invest in, and that is because over half of the Python skins are actually below the $3.45 standard store price for the Rust item store at the moment. And for that reason, I do think the Venomous Shot is going to be a risky investment, but overall, it is quite a unique Python skin because it's just the plain Python with a bit of paint splashed over the top of it. It is also quite a colourful Python, and Rust players apparently just love colourful skins, so they always go up in price. So overall, I do actually think that this one is still going to go above the $3.45 mark as well. I also think this one's going to be more of a long-term than short-term investment. But overall, I do think that this one will also make you profit. In saying that, I also think that there is better skins this week that you could be investing in, and that is just because, as I said, over half of the Python skins on the community market are actually below $3.45, so it's definitely going to be a lot riskier for you to be investing in this compared to some of the other items that are in the Rust item store for this week. Well, I just said the Python skin was the final skin, but I did not know how I forgot about this one. We have the Cargo Heli Locker. This is going for $5.20. Currently the top seller for this week. It is day one, obviously, but I don't think that this is going to be the safest thing to invest in at all. In fact, I think this is going to be the most risky skin for this week to invest in. $5.20. It's definitely a nice looking skin, and we have already had the cargo heli storage box accepted, which is a good thing. So can't remember exactly how much that was when we bought it. I think it was $4.50 or something like that, maybe $5. But yesterday it was $7.87 at peak, and today it has been $8.96 at peak. So I do think that this getting accepted is definitely a good thing for the cargo heli storage box. Now it's $9.02, the cheapest one on the market at the moment. But that doesn't mean I think that the cargo heli locker is going to be a safe investment. Lockers really aren't that high demand, and that is because lockers aren't used that much in Rust. And currently there's only around about 7 or maybe 8 locker skins on the community market, and the cheapest one is $3.57. The second cheapest is $5.67, but I still do think that the cargo heli storage locker is going to be a risky investment just because it's starting so expensive, and you do have to keep in mind the Steam tax. The last 2 lockers, the cheapest on the community market, the quantity for the cheapest one is 66 and the second last is 46. They both have the highest quantity out of all of the lockers, and I do think that the cargo heli locker is going to have somewhere between the 46 and 66 quantity on the community market when this one gets released. But just because it is such a unique looking locker skin, I do think that it can definitely go up in price. $5.20 can be spent on other things for this week, in my opinion, that will make you faster and easier money, and I also think that that will be safer. So overall, I do think that this locker skin can make you money, but I'm not going to recommend investing in it this week just because I do think that it's going to take a bit longer. If you're happy to wait, or if you're happy to spend a larger chunk of money on this one item instead of multiple items, then do it, but you're gonna have to be waiting until Christmas time or until another cargo heli thing gets accepted, like possibly the fridge, but we will see about that. If the fridge gets accepted, price for the locker will go up a little bit, and the price for the small box will go up a little bit more as well. So overall, for the cargo heli locker, I'm not going to recommend investing in it this week. Alright guys, this is my cart for this week. I bought one of everything. I bought 5 of the Uproar chest plate and face masks, as you can see. It's going to cost me $40.25. Not really investing that much into this week, but I do still think that this week is definitely going to be, it's got very good potential, so that's what I'm going to say. $40.25. I'm going to buy it right now. Boom, authorize, and I have my items. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one. Hey guys, just quickly I wanted to say happy birthday to Sir Alan. Happy birthday dude, I hope you have a good day, and remember, have a skits one.
Why? 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 Why?